It's the best and the worst day of the year rolled into one. It can make you feel starry-eyed or totally stressed out, depending on the eye of the beholder. Now, it's hard to escape, even if you lock yourself indoors for 24 hours. So here's your latest reminder, it's Valentine's Day! Yay! Now, the best way the day can go is if you do everything just perfectly and you get the love and adoration of your partner for your efforts. But how many ways can it go wrong? You could have 99 problems, but getting rich ain't one. And now that you're here with us, you stand every chance of winning some Wonga. Now, I'll be your digital date for the next 15 minutes, your virtual Valentine if you're missing one. And at the end of the show, you don't even have to pick up the bill. I'll be paying you to wow me with your wits and impress me with your insight. Now let's start off with introductions. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your queen of questions and your virtuous vixen. I'm here to guide you through 12 tests of skill. Get one right and I'm still with you. A dozen correct answers is like a dozen roses to me. I'll be so charmed I'll reward your wallet and post your avatar on my leaderboard. How about that? Now, if you're my one true V-Day victor, then you'll pocket a very romantic $750, enough to buy a mid-range designer suit to look extra sharp for your next real-world date. All right, shall we get past the pleasantries and down to the serious business? Look smart, ready, steady, Q1. What word for a suit of playing cards is also one for a garden implement? Hedge cutter, spade, trowel. Hedge cutter, spade, trowel. A suit of playing cards and a garden implement. Well, they're all suitable for the garden, but rather hard to hide up your sleeve. The only tool you can hold in your poker hand is the spade, of course. Spade. So who aced that one? 14,410 of you aced that one right there. Now, Motorhead are best known for their song Ace of Spades, which is either an ode to gaming, champagne, or a boast about gardening. Boys, are we still talking about Kaylee in the chat? Does she have more Valentine's Day suitors than me? All right, fine. Next question. Question 2. Which of these events takes place every 4 years? Brit Awards, sunsetting in the West, the Olympics. Every 4 years, which one of these grand events takes place? 1,461 days of waiting, but well worth the wait for this spectacle. 3 may be the lucky number, but 4 is the golden one. It's the Olympics, of course, happening right now. Go Team GB and go 14,053 of you. You won that race right there on Q2. Now, general elections are mandated to take place every 5 years, which gives politicians an extra year to get in shape, but not quite the same pool of talent there. Q3, which branch of mathematics mainly deals with the configuration of points, shapes, and lines? Number theory, algebra, geometry, points, shapes, and lines. Who liked maths in school? No circling around this one. Let's just get to the point. The right shape peg for this hole is geometry. Compasses at the ready. 13,316 of you running circles around the rest. Now, number theory deals with the properties and relationships of numbers, while algebra is just a complete waste of time that you will never use in real life. But it is fun, though. Question 4. What type of coffee derives its name from a brown hood worn by friars? Cappuccino, Americano, latte. I had one of these this morning, and it's the winning answer. Now, Friar Tuck sure loved his wine, but he could have done with a few of these the next morning, that's for sure. The coffee-colored cap is the cappuccino. Give me one with 8 sugars and a little heart in the foam because it's Valentine's Day. 8,135 of you getting your shot of caffeine there to help you with the next question. Now, a traditional cappuccino is a double espresso with steamed milk foam. I'd avoid Tuck's personal blend if I were you. That's my advice. All right, ladies in the chat right now, this is for you. What's your favorite gift for Valentine's? Is it sweeties, roses? Throw some emojis in the chat. dinner, clothing, expensive purses, Chanel bags, the Birkin bag. I'm seeing a lot of chocolates. Okay, easy to please, a lot of you there. Gentlemen, are you watching this? We're trying to help you out, guys. We're trying to make sure your Valentine's Day goes well. Food. So feed her and she'll be happy. All right, that's the advice. Feed her, gentlemen, and she will be happy. That's how to make it through today. All right, let's get back into it. Question 5. Gail from Coronation Street described one of her husbands as Norman Bates with a what? Briefcase, smile, swagger. One of her hubbies, Norman Bates. Well, you married him. All right, probably not the killer nickname Richard Hillman was looking for, but it was the one that he got. Norman Bates with the briefcase. Because a briefcase always makes you look a lot more innocent than you actually are. 3,935. If you killed that question right there. Now, Curry's first serial killer, Richard, was also the 100th person to die on the show. Good. Serves him right. Question 6. For which company was Mrs. P.F.E. Albee the First Lady? Vogue, Littlewoods, Avon. Vogue, Littlewoods, or Avon? Mrs. P.F.E. Albee, the company's first door-to-door salesperson. She was so successful, they are still doing it her way. Knock, knock. It's the Avon lady. Avon is your winning answer. 2,403 of you walked right through the door right there. Welcomed you with open arms to Q7. Now, Avon started back in 1886 when women couldn't even vote, let alone have a job. They took a chance on Albee, and it definitely paid off. Avon actually made almost $6 billion in 2016, so still going strong. All right, question 7. Which of these songs was not recorded by the Sugar Babes? Red Dress, Untouchable, Stronger. Red Dress, Untouchable, Stronger by the Sugar Babes. Known for their catchy up-tempo numbers, the Sugar Babes racked up a decent number of top 10 hits, but they never touched this song. It's Untouchable. That was not actually their track. All right, 848 of you babes are untouchable in the game right now. The rest of you, sorry, you just got touched. Sadly, the top 10 proved untouchable for the song itself. Rivals, Girls Aloud, only reaching number 11 with it in 2009. All right, who's ready for Q8? Backrub was the early name of which high-tech giants? Facebook, Google, Apple. Backrub, of all things, which high-tech giants? Well, they've all been sneaky about taking your information, but only one of them considered giving you a back rub in return. That was nice. It was Google. We know Facebook's backstory. We know Apple's backstory. It was Google. Started out as back rub. 693 of you are rubbing your hands together, maybe not your back, rubbing your hands together with glee for getting that one correct. Currently worth over $100 billion. Their logo may say Google, but there's back rubs aplenty behind the scenes, and dry cleaning and pool tables. Hint, hint, bosses out there. All right, Q9. Which of these countries does not border Austria? Slovenia, Croatia, Slovakia. Does not border Austria. Slovenia, Croatia, Slovakia. How well do you know your geography? Well, the hills may be alive with the sound of music, but which part of these countries, or which one of these countries, would struggle to hear it? Croatia. If you're singing Climb Every Mountain, they would struggle to hear that. 416 of you climbed that mountain. Well done. Previously part of Yugoslavia, Croatia is still neighbours with its former country folk. Noise complaints galore if anyone starts singing there. Q10, a statue of which painter stands in the courtyard of London's Royal Academy? Joshua Reynolds, J.M.W. Turner, John Constable. You can't miss him. Right there in the courtyard. He founded the Academy and was its first president, so if that doesn't get you a statue, I'm not sure what will. It's Joshua Reynolds. You'll find them right there in the courtyard. 129 of you painting a beautiful picture, but that was a savage one right there. Pure savagery on this Q10. 129 of you made it through. Now, the statue depicts Reynolds holding a palette, seemingly painting the sky. He's been going through a grey phase since 1931. Explains the weather. Q11. Which of these is the only genuine movie quote? Go ahead, make my day, you dirty rat. Play it again, Sam. Only one of these is a genuine movie quote. The rest are fakes and frauds. Well, it's what we all remember, but it's not what all of them said. Clint Eastwood may have growled this line in Sudden Impact, but we heard him loud and clear. Go ahead, make my day. Did I just make your day with that one? 41 of you had your days made almost, because you're moving on, and I will make this loud and clear. Ding, ding. It's the final round. Ladies and gents, the moment of truth, the last and final question of the game. 700 big bucks and bragging rights up for grabs. Who's going to take it home? It's time. The clock strikes 12. Which charity's founder was arrested for handing out leaflets in Trafalgar Square? Christian Aid, British Red Cross, Save the Children. Arrested for handing out leaflets in Trafalgar Square? Well, whoops. A century ago, a teacher was pamphleting people with pics of hungry Austrian war survivors. And since it hadn't been cleared by the government censors, she was arrested for it. Her release fee was basically the first donation into what would become Save the Children for the win. Save the Children, your winning answer. Who is saving today's game? Who has been saved? 26 winners, baby! Congratulations on this Valentine's Day to our 26 winners, each of you taking home $28.85. You know you're going to have to spend that on your sweeties. So Jess Langley, 16. What are you going to do with the cash? You could get your loved one the entire box set of Coronation Street. That would just be so wrong, wouldn't it? What about Noble Draken? You could get a bottle of Ace of Spades, perhaps, or just a gardening spade you could afford with that money, I think. And Mixolosopher, maybe pay your sweetie to give you a back rub. I'm sure he or she will be thrilled by that. You charmed your way to the leaderboard, guys. Played another blinder. Well done. I'm Sharon Carpenter. I will be on Cloud 9. Not that Cloud 9. It's actually a server between Cloud 8 and Cloud 10. So reach out and show me some pics and vids of you playing with your honey today. Love to see love in this show. Yes, we do. And whatever special plans you have tonight, make sure we are a part of them. We are back at 9 p.m, of course. Bring us along on your dates. Or, you know, I'm happy to be your backup. Until then, sending lots of love your way. Mwah. Bye.